Welcome everybody to AgriLive. Hope you can hear me all right, and glad to see you all here. Shout out to everybody that is in the chat that I see so far tonight. That is going to include Little Farm Big Cameras, as usual, JS Farms, Miles Steen, Jack Ruza, and my grandpa, Les Slivka, his username is going to be Patricia Slivka for tonight, is also in the chat here. He's saying it's pretty wet up the Winifred direction. I'm in Bozeman right now, and it was definitely raining a lot here as well. It's just been wet weather across a lot of the country. So how's the weather where you're at? Let me know in the chat below. We're going to go ahead and get started shortly with watching some of your farm videos. And next week that I do the live stream, I think I'm going to reposition the camera a little bit different because I'm going to be awkwardly looking this direction the whole time. But work on that later. It's dealing with a new place, new background. If you're familiar with AgriLive from the past, you're probably noticing the last couple streams this has been different. Yes, it's because I did move to a new place. So we're saying I'm a little quiet. Oh, very quiet. How's that sound? Is that a little better? I think that's going to be better. Somehow a slider got bumped, so we should be good to go. That's why I have you guys have my back the whole time. All right, let's see what the weather is doing. And if somebody can confirm the mic is better, that would be great. Getting a ton of rain. Just a Little Farm in Kansas is saying. So I take it you're in Kansas. Raining in Kansas. All right. IH100 says it's been raining and active tornado warnings in northeast Kansas. Yeah, I heard you guys were getting some really bad weather down there. Oklahoma just looked horrible as far as what the National Weather Service was putting out there lately. I saw a lot that the U.S. Custom Harvesters Facebook page was sharing on all of that. Custom Harvesters down there right now moving their equipment to safe places to avoid possibly baseball-size hail that they were forecasting. I haven't heard of any hail that happened down there the last couple days that was that bad, but doesn't mean it didn't happen. Very rainy in Cutbank, Montana, says Gage. Yeah, it's pretty much rainy all over the state, from all over the country from the sounds of it. So, yeah, actually, I might be in Cutbank in the next couple of weeks, by the way. Maybe more on that later, but we'll see if that happens. Client project. JS Farms is saying, they told us rain all this last weekend, and we did not get a drop. Seriously. See, the opposite's happening here. They're like, oh, it's finally going to stop raining. Nope, it's raining. It's still going to be raining. So, yeah, that's all lovely. All right. Operator Eric says, not raining in northern Indiana yet. Well, awesome. Does that mean you've been planting? Has people in that area have been able to plant for a while? Mitchell is saying 14 inches of snow in southeast Wyoming. I saw that, actually. Colorado had a bunch. Must have bled into Wyoming, especially if you're in the southeast corner. So the southeast corner of Wyoming would be... would that be kind of the Torrington area that you're in then? Or closer to Cheyenne? I think there's a lot more farming and agricultural stuff going on more towards Torrington. I've never been to Torrington before, but I went to school for 2 years in Powell, Wyoming, so familiar with several parts of the state at least. Anyway, great to see all of you here. So we're going to be watching your farm videos tonight, as many of you are familiar with. So basically what happens is I go through a list of videos that you've submitted. If you want to submit a video, there is a way to get the link. You can either head to the video description of the live stream that you're watching right now, or in the chat, you can go ahead and put an exclamation mark key and link. And this will tell me if Nightbot woke up or not. I haven't seen him in the chat, so we could be having an issue with that. So I just posted it myself. If a link pops back, then we're good. If a link doesn't pop back like we're seeing right now, then I'm going to have to fix that issue down the road. So why don't I go ahead and just give you guys a link to the forum manually for now. And let's see if I refresh this. I think I hit that. Oh no, it's not going to be good with being user-friendly. We'll try this. All right, so if you want to submit, go ahead and see if that link in the chat right now works. Or if that's the editing link, that might be the editing link, unfortunately. And yeah, we can't use that one. Sorry, guys. Bear with me, technical difficulties, as usual. So I'm going to go ahead and go to the send button here. in the form guide, shorten that URL right up, copy it, and do a paste. Apparently that didn't actually delete from before. All right. YouTube's conveniently having issues, so that's fun too, but I do have submissions already. I'm just making sure that everybody that just joined was able to submit as well. All right. Just a Little Farm in Kansas is saying he only has 39 acres of beans in. Sad face. Man, planting has been tough for a lot of people, that is for sure. I believe we finished seeding. A lot of us have up in Montana, maybe not everybody. If anybody from Montana is tuned in and wants to give a seeding update just within the state, go for it. But yeah, it's just been an incredibly wet year. Everything's late as far as the growing season is concerned. And that's affecting a few things on my end as well with a couple summer projects. So definitely interesting what the weather can do. For the past week, I have not been able to do anything outside because it has been cold, windy, and rainy the entire last week. And so it's just all been office work. I'm really hoping that one of these days I can get out and get something filmed for one of these summer projects I'm working on, but we'll see what happens. All right. I think we're going to go ahead and start with the first round of farm videos right off the bat. We'll watch 3 of them, and then stay tuned for a special announcement after these first 3 videos. And remind me if I forget, that tends to happen too sometimes. Thank you. All right, let's go ahead and jump over to the other monitor and start with some videos. And we were just talking to him about planting soybeans. The first guy on the list is Just a Little Farm in Kansas. He has a planting corn 2019 video that we're going to watch. Has about 1,400 views. We're going to see what this is all about right now. Maybe right now. We got to unmute the PC audio first so you guys can hear it. All right, guys, you ready for the first video? Let me know your thoughts in the chat as we watch it. Here we go. Nice time lapse getting the planter ready. It's pretty cool, actually. So the music fades out. We're in the field now running the planter with a John Deere tractor of some variant. We freeze frame, plant 19s a go. Turning around at the end of the field here. Can't see a little bit of a finger in the lens at the upper left corner there, I'm noticing. Other than that, looks like this is going to be a nice drive-by shot. He includes the sound so you can hear that planter and tractor at work, but now we're going back to music. All right. Nice little tractor for sure. And I didn't know Kinsey made planters either. Now we're on an action cam shot, looking back towards the planter. I assume it's going to go down on the ground here at the end of this headland. Yep, that's a pretty cool shot. I do like that shot a lot. I'm honestly hoping that GoPros and action cams become the cool thing to do in people's ag videos again. Because we used to see all sorts of awesome shots from it, and then when drones came out, everybody went to drones, including myself. I haven't even used my GoPro in over a year. But now that DJI has released the Osmo Action Cam, which is, in my opinion, could possibly smoke the GoPro out of the water now. Might be time to go back to those fun little action cams. Is that the end of the video? I think it is. Oh no, we're not. We still got plenty left. So we're just switching songs there. So I guess I can give a little pro tip there. I was pretty sure we were about at the end of the video when that song faded out. That's just a natural thing the audience does. So if you want to feature a different track of music in your video, then maybe a crossfade would be a great way to do that. Not bad for drone footage. There must be some clouds moving above the sun. You can actually see the shadows in the field moving, which is pretty cool. Jack says that I should make my grandpa a moderator. I'm not sure if he knows what that is exactly. Maybe he does. But we can do that. That way he has the wrench by his name and he can stand it out if the chat does get busy. So when flying drones, yaw is by far the most difficult thing to control from what I've seen, as well as gimbal pitch. Yaw is when the aircraft is going like this. It's twisting left and right versus rolling left and right. Twisting is yaw. And at least on the default control set on DJI drones, it takes practice to get good at yaw. So that's the first step to becoming a better drone pilot. Improving on those skills is, just like we saw right there, smoothing out that yaw. The next thing you're going to want to do is control the pitch of the gimbal. The pitch is when it goes up and down. And older drones were terrible as far as finely controlling pitch. But most of the new ones, you can smooth it out, even in the settings. But it does take a lot of practice. You're not going to be perfect at it right off the bat. You just have to get out there and fly. And don't be afraid to play around with switching your control sets, what each stick does on the controller. I have mine to a custom preset that I like. That makes orbiting a lot easier for me. And whenever I switch it back to DJI's default, I'm lost. So, little pro tip. And Grandpa does know what a moderator is. You are one now, so you gotta make sure everybody's on their best behavior now, Grandpa. Good to see you active in the chat too, though. Those cloud shadows definitely make things interesting. Whiteman also has a good point. If you do make a mistake with the drone footage, as far as making a sudden movement, that's something that's a very easy point to edit out. So, yeah. I still make little mistakes like that all the time. Camera bumps. Happens with everybody, even professionals. The trick is that we just know how to edit that out and to make it look all nice and smooth. Just a Little Farm in Kansas is saying that he has a cool action shot of a sunset in a vid that was posted today. So I must have pulled his submission from last time, actually, rather than the one from today. But, you know, I'll ask you this, because we still have a decent amount of time left on this video. Would you say it's worth switching over to that sunset video and watching that one, Just a Little Farm in Kansas? Or should we continue with this one for your submission today? Normally, I don't allow people to submit more than one video per episode, or at least I don't play them. But in this case, we might be able to make an exception. Taylor Farms is saying he just finished seeding at noon today. Now it's celebration time. Awesome, man. Good to hear you're done up there. All right. We're going to go ahead and do something real quick. I'm going to fade out the audio on this video real quick for you guys here and switch back to camera 1. So I'm going to go ahead and pull up his other video real quick. We'll watch that real quick and then we'll move on to the next submission. So let me go ahead and find it real quick in the form. And let's see. No, that was the one we were watching. So I don't know if I'm seeing your video that you put up today. Let me check your channel real quick. Bear with us, guys. Just one little moment while we get this quickly sorted out. Here it is right here. Unfortunately, we're not going to have time to watch the whole thing, but we'll watch a short little snippet of it before moving on to the next submission. So, all right, here we go. This is more planting 2019 footage. Let's go ahead and turn the audio up. We're starting with a trailer this time. Hauling some calves somewhere. Had a little black section of the video there, unless that was my system. I think it must have been the video. If you're just tuning in, we're watching some farm videos tonight. If you have one to submit, the link for that is in the description. Automated forms will guide you to the right spot on how to submit. This looks like to be the sunset footage that Just a Little Farm in Kansas's channel is talking about. I'm gonna go ahead and skip forward just a little bit here and we'll see what we can find next. Looks like some drone footage. Planting away. So I do like that you sped up the drone footage a little bit there, but the only problem with doing that is that it also amplifies those imperfections in the drone footage. So it just kind of depends on what exact scenario you're using a speed ramp for drone footage in, but I tend to stay away from them unless I have a very smooth shot or find a creative way to cut around it. Now the cool thing is that your camera quality on your drone is pretty good. It's certainly up to the standards for... Like, honestly, I can think of a lot of people that aren't going to notice the difference between this footage and footage from a super expensive $5,000 to $10,000 drone. Like, some people just won't have the eye for that. So as long as you're exposing your camera correctly, which the automatic is usually pretty good about that, drone footage is on par. Back to this action cam loader shot. Now this thing tends to get a lot of vibration, but the sunset's really cool, so. And the shot is very well framed. If you're familiar with your rule of thirds at all, let me grab a cursor here real quick. So basically just imagine a grid of lines, one going here, one going here, and you have two vertical lines, one going here, one going here. So it divides your screen into a 3x3 grid. And you kind of have a focal point in this shot too. I'm gonna say your focal point, you almost have two of them. The ends of the loader here. So that creates a depth in your shot, because in the foreground you have the loader on the tractor that you're running. On the background you have the backdrop of the sunset. So it's actually a pretty cool shot. So you're asking, what do you recommend for vibration? Really bad on that tractor especially. I don't know if there's a good way around it, because it's machinery. It's going to cause a bunch of vibration. Now, the GoPro Hero 7 I know is good at having internal stabilization, as is what DJI just released, like literally, I think 2 days ago. Their Osmo camera that is basically a GoPro competitor. I don't know if it's enough to dampen the vibration off that tractor. It could honestly be an unsolvable problem. You could also do it in software, but I found that warp stabilizer in editing software creates other effects that I don't like as well. So I don't know if they sell a vibration dampener on the mount that you are mounting to the tractor. That could help as well. Basically like a piece of rubber. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and we better move on to the next video here, just for the sake of time. But hopefully you guys can check out this guy's channel. He seems to be posting a decent amount of content on it, and is starting up a following at 212 subscribers right now. Just a Little Farm in Kansas. Go ahead and look him up and subscribe to his channel. You can even do that in the chat by clicking the hamburger menu. That's the 3 dots on the right of somebody's comment if you highlight over it. And then there's an option for go to user's channel. So that would be awesome, guys. Thank you very much, Just a Little Farm in Kansas, for submitting tonight. It was awesome to see some more of your content. Hopefully we can watch even more of it on next week's stream. By the way, guys, I did need to have a special guest tonight. That, unfortunately, didn't fall through because scheduling issues. And I wasn't 100% sure if I could stream tonight either. So we are going to try and go every week from now on, though, for the summer at least. We'll see what happens with that, though. All right. Now, this guy submitted several videos to the live stream before. This is Little Farm Big Cameras in Wisconsin. And he is going to be showing us a planting video that he did today. And sorry about the autoplay there. I didn't realize that was going to happen either. But let's go ahead and watch it. We're editing to the music. That's good. That can really increase the emotional flow of your video real quick, is if I cut into the music. And he shows something pretty upbeat as well. Very nice shot. Shallow depth of field. The shot looking out the tractor that we saw before, and this one, it's a little shaky. I think somewhere I read that he was using a DSLR, so that could explain it, but that's a beautiful shot right there. Very nice. He's using a more telephoto lens to give that look there. Cool slow-mo. I would have preferred to see it keep going forward instead of going into reverse. Reverse is cool sometimes, but... and that could just be me. Other people can have other opinions. Nice shot of filling the planter. Beautiful light. These are really good shots right here. Also, pretty good shot of the wheels. Picking up some rocks. Been a while since I've had to pick rocks out of a field. I do see that Ron from Hartung Family Farms is here as well. Good to see you here. He submitted a video as well, guys, so... Very, very well done, Little Farm Big Cameras. Excellent video. I liked a lot of things about it. It was relatively fast-paced. It was about the right length. My attention remained on that video for pretty much the entire time. I didn't get bored, which is good. You're cutting to the music. Man, there's just a lot of good things about it. I don't think I saw any drone footage in that video, but that's all right. So, nothing there. I'd say the only thing is keeping that camera a little bit steady. But, yeah, you're already pulling off some very awesome shots that I don't think I had the... Yeah, let me think here. Well, first of all, you're 11 years old, I think, if I remember from the last episode. So that's very impressive. I definitely didn't even have access to a DSLR until I was at least in high school. So there's that. You're already getting more creative shots than I was when I was your age. So that's really, really cool. So the other thing I want to mention is your videos are definitely really, really improving from when you started submitting to this. So that's excellent to hear. I really hope that you keep submitting. I think you will. Seems like we watch one of your videos for pretty much every stream, so that's awesome. Keep up the great work. I really enjoy watching your next video. And guys, subscribe to this guy. I think he's going to be putting up some pretty awesome content here. So thank you very much, man. Keep up the good work. All right, we're going to move on to video number 3 and then take a very short break. Video number 3 is going to be from JS Farms. So he's got a planting, actually it's not a planting specifically. Spring 2019 Part 2 is the title of this video. I can't remember if it was Part 1 of this video that we watched last week or if it was a different video from him that we watched. I believe he did submit last week, though. Correct me if I'm wrong. We're going to be watching this video from him, though. So, all right, let's go ahead. Full screen, play, see what this is all about. I like the music. Yeah. Pretty cool. That is a really nice looking old tractor too. Nice. Close-up drone shot right at the level of the equipment. Following shot. Shot in front. All right, we were talking about camera pitch on the gimbal earlier. This is a very smooth one right here that I'm seeing right now. Just gently following that subject and then changing the point of focus to the dirt being turned over. And we did watch Part 1 last week. So if you guys want to see Part 1, check out his channel after the stream. These are really good shots. Slow Farm Big Cameras in the chat saying he's working on getting a glide cam. That's really awesome. I don't own a glide cam myself. Whether or not I need one's probably a different story, but from what I hear, they're amazing tools. They do take a couple months to practice up on, but a glide cam is basically an analog stabilizer, doesn't require any electronics or motors, and people just love them. But yeah, glide cam will really help smooth out things once you get it all practiced up with it. Sorry, I can talk about film gear all day. That's just me. But awesome that some of you guys do as well. That's a pretty cool top-down shot as well. Once again, keeping movement smooth. That's what makes or breaks drone footage. The video does have a constant pace to it, which is nice. This is a very good sit back and relax type video. It's very cool stuff. Some of these shots could honestly probably make RFD TV. Kind of back to the music thing that I talked about earlier, though. Music stopped, video's still going. That's alright, but it does leave an emptiness. But it was also cool that you drug out that last shot because, well, we got to see the planter rise up. Putting a nice crossfade at the end of that will help with that as well, but that was a pretty sweet video. So, what are my overall thoughts on that one? Very well done. Drone stuff, excellent. I'd say the only next step is to start playing around with a camera that you can keep on the ground while flying your drone. Or maybe not directly while flying your drone, but at the same location. And start playing with different zoom levels on a ground camera of some sort. It can be a DSLR. It could even be your cell phone if you have a good 4K camera in your cell phone. But that'll get you some more dynamic shots, but your aerials are excellent. You know how to get that drone down to the level of the equipment, how to frame shots, how to track shots with the pitch on your gimbal, as well as rolling on your drone as well. So, and very nicely restored old classic tractors, which is always a plus. I know somebody like my grandpa who's with us today right now. That's the type of stuff that he'd enjoy for sure. That's the type of stuff that a lot of people would enjoy for sure. So, very well done. I hope you submit another one again next time or in a future stream. Thank you very much. All right, guys. Well, we have 25 of you in right now. So for those of you just joining, thank you very much for tuning in to AgriLive here on Agri Studios. This is a live stream where we feature the work of many throughout the world, really. We have people from Europe that have submitted before. We have Canada, a lot of the US. We've been down to Florida before. All sorts of videos are submitted. The purpose of the stream is to show all you guys what's going on across the world in the ag realm and to give the creators of those videos feedback on what they do and help them get better at what they're doing. I've been making videos for a few years, quite a few years now, and was the one who produced Along the Edge, a Montana family harvest story. As many of you have seen, excellent harvest video. Recently, I produced a seeding version of Along the Edge too, which is doing fairly well on YouTube, given the smaller size of my channel. Anyway, it's great to have you all here. So, AgriLive has been doing really well too, guys. And that's pretty cool, other than a few little tiny issues that I need to sort out, such as the fact that every time I schedule a stream, I tend to get a decent amount of unsubscribes from the channel, which became apparent when I had a level off in views on videos that were not live streams. Anyway, that's probably just going to be stuff that happens all the time with people's channels. Just got to get through that type of stuff. But anyway, AgriLive has been doing pretty well. And I think we can really expedite and smooth out the whole experience of AgriLive with a little bit of extra volunteer help behind the scenes. So some of you guys have noticed in the description of this video, if you scroll down a little bit, there's a link that's titled, "We're seeking volunteers to help run the show." And if you click on that, it's going to take you to a shared Google Docs form of an application for people to come help out with the stream. And the idea is also get a Discord server set up as well, so that a lot of us who make regular appearances on AgriLive, for example, there's people in this chat that I see on almost every single episode of AgriLive. The objective of the Discord server that I'm hoping to create will be able to tie us all as a community together outside of the stream. So if you guys want to share things outside of the stream with each other and with the whole community, then that'll be possible on a Discord server. Anyway, I started setting the thing up, and I'm not a huge Discord person. It takes a lot of time to set up a lot of some finer details with the server. I'm wondering if I could get somebody to help me out with that as well. And I know we do have people that watch AgriLive that know more about Discord than I do. So let's go ahead and jump over to the other monitor here in a second. I'll show you a couple things, including this application. So let's play some background music, shall we? I choose you. I have an app called SoundPlant that basically makes me one key press away from being able to play background music. All right, let's flip over to the other monitor. All right, so here we have Discord, and I'm working on the AgriSquad server. A couple problems. First of all, how do you share this thing? Second of all, how can I add somebody to help us out with building this thing? So we'll go ahead and talk about some more of this stuff after the stream, should you guys choose to be interested in helping behind the scenes like this. If you don't know what Discord is, that's all right. It's basically just a communication platform designed for kind of the gamer crowd, but it also works well for the YouTube world as well. Here's what I really wanted to show you, though. This is a quick application, or should I say instructions for an application? Anyway, this is basically explaining what exactly I need for help. So there's a link in the description of the video that you guys can click on to get to this and read it with me. But it's basically explaining what AgriLive is, explaining what we need. So we basically need people. We already have moderators that are able to moderate the comments, which is great. Now I need people to help me review the farm videos. And the goal behind this is the people will have access to the spreadsheet where all the submissions for the farm videos from the forums go to. They can watch those in advance, so I don't have to. We got to watch them in advance just in case there's something bad in there and we can't air it. So we got to make sure that it's streamer-friendly content. And then we play it. Basically, the guy behind the scenes is going to watch them ahead of time on his other computer, wherever he's at in the world. Put a checkbox in that form so I know it's good to go. That way, I don't have to take a break to find new submissions, round them up, and watch them myself. We can just keep rolling. It'll make things much quicker. So if you're interested in helping out with that, send me an email at riley@agristudios.com as listed in the form that we're looking at right now. And then, of course, Discord help would be appreciated as well. So more information on that in this form, guys. Be sure to check it out. We are going to get back to some more farm video content, though. Let's go ahead and see what we have right now queued up. We already watched that one. Have not watched this one. And have not watched that one. So we got two more as of right now that are queued up and ready to go. After those next two, we have two more that have been submitted. So awesome, guys. Thanks for doing that. We're going to go ahead and watch these. We have time for up to maybe 5 more videos, but we're going to roll with the 4 that we have for now. Go in phases of 2, because those last 2 I do have to stop, take a break, and check those. Let's go ahead and Move on to... Not that one, sorry, guys. These did not close like I thought they would. Hartung Family Farms. Ron, we're going to watch your content now. So, dragging, spraying, and chiseling. See what this is all about.
Well guys, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to all. Welcome to Hartung Family Farms. And I apologize guys, I have the old GoPro right now. The new one's up in the chisel, up in the cat. That's chiseling up in Bellevue right now. So I got the old one right now, so bear with me on the audio. But I figure I'm going to give you guys a
audio doesn't sound that bad.
On what's been going on. So,
handling noise, but other than that, we can hear you.
Guys, so we have 3 things moving right now, soon to be 4. But we have Adam Rolling, one of our guys that helps us out part-time. He's up in Bellevue right now at the cat chiseling. So he's doing our northern farms. Hopefully going to get done tonight and bring the chisel back home to start chiseling around here. We have, by
the way, JS Farms, awesome to hear that you can help me with the Discord. If you are able to send me an email after the stream tonight, we'll get all that set up.
But as you guys can see, we have got our brand new 340 Magnum hooked onto our soil finisher right now. And it had to soil finish some ground that Curtis is dragging right now. You guys will be able to see in a little bit. But basically, like I said, we got our new 340 Magnum hooked up to the soil finisher. So Curtis is dragging, like I said, he's dragging where Nathan soil finished this morning. Nathan is also chiseling. And I'm gonna go out and play with the sprayers. You guys are gonna get a little bit of drone footage and just some shots of what some guys are doing right now. But anyway, so like I said, we're gonna get a little bit of stuff done.
Awesome. I love watching the vlog content for sure. Meanwhile, in the chat, being asked what's my email. If you click on that link to take you to that application, email's listed in there.
Hey guys, real quick, can you hit that subscribe button right down there? It just takes 5
Grandpa
seconds.
says he saw treasures there in your
So anyway, guys, I'm going to take
building.
the sprayer out, and I'm just going to try it after the software update that Peter Kuhnel did. He did a software update of it.
Fill you guys in. This guy's from Iowa.
Take this thing out and try and run it. As it being the holiday season, so I actually have my cousin Michael out here that's going to come out with me and help me out. But we have, so he's going to head out in the side-by-side, and he's probably going to fly the drone a little bit and help me out as I'm checking out some timing. So let's go ahead and get rolling. There goes Pat. Time to roll. There's Mike right there. He's actually out in college right now. He's graduating from Iowa here in the next. He's graduating here real soon, I think in a couple weeks.
Iowa State.
But he's back here for Easter.
Here's some really good things about Iowa State.
Easter celebration. My grandma's food was amazing as always. So we're gonna go out back and finally try and dial in. So I got some software. I got some new software on here. So we're gonna try and dial in the on-off times of this sprayer. You guys want to see a ladder I bent? It was that one.
Uh-oh.
Whoops. I hit it with the chisel coming out the other day. There's my Aunt Paula cutting grass. So we'll head out back, and Curtis is actually out back dragging right now. Head out back to a couple of these waterways and get this sprayer tested out. Oh, there's Kurt right there, actually. Alrighty, guys, so I'm gonna cut to a drone. I'm gonna go fly the drone over to Curtis and get a picture of him dragging right now. So hope you guys enjoy these drone shots of Curtis. And sorry, the drone doesn't record any audio, so it's just gonna have to be music.
Works for us, though. As long as these drone montages move fast enough, then they're entertaining. And this is actually, when I read the submission request, particularly what Ron was looking for was a little bit of critique, what we think about this drone footage here. I'm thinking it's pretty good. I think really the only thing that could make it better would be the time of day, but we're also filming farming, and sometimes things have to happen not during golden hours. hence seating along the edge. That was actually terrible weather conditions filming that over on my channel. And did you say that you were flying the Mavic 2 Zoom, Ron? Nice top-down shot with the tree and the tree shadow there. So I'm being asked, what is golden hour? Like, what time is golden hour? Well, golden hour is basically when your sun is about to set. So it's casting beautiful light all over everything. Obviously, it doesn't work well when it's super cloudy. But, yeah, golden hour is generally referred to as the evening time. And it just creates really good light. It gets rid of the contrast. So here in the video, oh, we're done with the drone shot now. I'm actually going to pause and go back there a little bit. So here in the video, you know, this is probably about midday that he filmed this. You can see some pretty bright parts of the shot. Not super bright. He was all on exposure, but the blacks are quite black. The whites are quite white. And it's just kind of a neutral cast between the two. Whereas golden hour puts a warm fill in there. So, for example, Whiteman has almost all his videos, I believe, are filmed in golden hour light. I don't know if he submitted one tonight, but if we did, maybe we can check that out real quick, see what golden hour looks like. But yeah, the time of day for drone footage really makes a huge difference as far as how cinematic it looks. And you're saying, oh, that makes sense. Yeah, you have a video coming up tomorrow that's shot during golden hour. Super pumped. Awesome. Can't wait to see that footage. Dylan, how's it going? Josiah, how's it going? Welcome to the stream. We're watching some farming videos right now. Ron, a fellow YouTuber from Hartung Family Farms, we're watching his video. So pretty awesome stuff. And as Whiteman's saying, there are applications. The word applications, not apps. There are apps that can actually help you determine when a good time to film in golden hour is. So, awesome. And thanks for sending that email, JS Farms. I'll check it out later after the stream.
Alright, so I got Mike with me, but basically, we got the sprayer out right now. Mike's gonna help me tune the sprayer in so we don't spray into the waterway at all and kill any of the grass.
I'm gonna turn this audio up a little bit for you guys.
Sorry for the wind, guys. I don't have my mic with me for this one, but it is what it is. The mic's
That's okay, we can still hear you, so the audio's fine.
Well, Mike's gonna help me out.
I heard some handling noise earlier, and I got a pro tip for you there as well, actually. So, happens to me still today. You capture handling noise from the camera. I know you had a mic problem. I just switched to something else like the internal mic for this video. But if you do have handling noise, that's like when you can hear rustling on the camera body or the mic or whatever.
Right, Big Mike took over the camera. Thanks to Mike. Hopefully got some good drone footage.
I'll let you talk here in the video for a little bit first before I continue rambling on.
He helped me dial in the settings here. The settings to basically turn on and turn off the boom when I hit a waterway and such. So we'll get into that more in a spraying video, but thanks to Mike for helping me out. So he's gonna fly the drone around a little bit while I fold up and head in.
Awesome, awesome.
Look at that guy concentrating.
Anyway, what I was saying is some of that is able to be edited out. It's really easy if you're not speaking. All you do is you take a section of your clip that just has noise that you're talking, overlap it. Oh man, it's tough to explain. So cut out the handling noise if it's not on top of where you're already talking. Then take some of your natural sound when you're not talking, basically a part in that clip where you can hear background noises, but not you talking, that's clean, doesn't have handling noise. Copy that and then paste it into that gap and blend it in your edit. Kind of an advanced trick, but I have definitely used it here and there before. Nice drone footage of the farm, coming back to the sprayer. On top of the sprayer, waving at the drone, nice.
So guys, again, recap what I was doing. So I was having issues with my sprayer wasn't turning, it was turning off too late when I get into a waterway or a place I didn't want to spray, and it wasn't turning on soon enough when I exited that. So I just had to adjust the delay just 0.2 of a second, but doing that helped tremendously. So Peter Kuno came and updated the software on this, so that actually was what I wasn't able to do that before, but now I am because Peter updated that. But like I said, thanks to Mike for helping me out, and we should be ready to spray. Thinking Wednesdays we're going to start spraying full force, so cannot wait for that. I think we're going to keep chiseling. For right now, we're going to keep chiseling, keep going that strong. We're going to keep going with an anhydrous. We're not going to start soil finishing until we get all our chiseling done. We're about halfway done with that, I'd say, talking with Pat. And we actually had a baby calf be born in the feedlot today as well. So.
I always appreciate the details of what you're doing too.
Really cool.
Good education.
Man, I gotta get Mike out here more often. He's a natural with the drone. He actually landed it in my hand from a mile away.
Seriously.
I should say. I mean,
Those
so
Mavics are pretty impressive though, as far as how pinpoint you can get with them.
Good job, Mike. You gotta come out here more often. What do you guys think? Oh, paint's not shiny anymore, but you don't buy a tractor just to look at it, even though sometimes you wish you could. And a side note, guys, I promise I will do a backstory on this Farmall H. I promise.
Yeah, Grandpa will want to see that for sure, and Sam.
This thing's been sitting here for a long time, as you guys can see. Well, guys, I gotta take off here shortly, but Curtis is gonna hook up the drill right now to a Black Stripe 1066. But he's gotta move the auger out of the way, or the feed grinder out of the way.
Alright, I'm gonna check a few things here on my other monitor while we keep watching this video.
Oh. Yeah.
If you guys are just tuning in, watching other people's videos today and giving them some feedback on how they can be better creators and learning about farming from a lot of different places in the world. Right now we're in Iowa.
That's why it's nice to have a narrow nose tractor sitting around. Really handy to move stuff. Oh, that's dusty. What's that? Let's see if this thing fires up. No, we got a jump start.
This is a cool little tractor. This is a different one from what I was talking about before, but
so Kurt's gonna hook this 10 up to that drill that we had a week ago, 2 weeks ago. He's gonna drill what he just got done dragging. So on that field, we dissed it, we soil finished it, and we drug it to really smooth it out, because that's gonna be alfalfa. And you wanted that to be as smooth as possible so you can get a nice clean and even cut. So Curtis is gonna come drill that while we have two other guys chiseling right now. So
got Mason from Cause I Farm. How's it going, man?
Nathan.
See you guys.
See you, Mike.
Nice to meet you.
So I just pulled next door where Nathan is chiseling, so I am going to
Also good to hear you're
footage. So again, just going to reiterate,
getting there with planning.
running right now.
I know it's been tough out there.
Going to be 3. So Curtis is going to be drilling oats. Pat's got to run down to go get some feed so he can finish chores. He's going to run on the ADM. Nathan is right over here chiseling with the 400. So he's chiseling this ground. It's gonna be some corn on corn. So we again guys, we chisel all our corn on corn ground. So he's chiseling that, and then Adam rolling it has the Cat MT865B down in Bellevue right now chiseling my dad's ground.
Back to some sweet drone footage. Pretty high altitude shot right there. Well, this one isn't, but the previous one was. By the way, if you want to learn more about his tractors, looks like he's got some tour videos up on his channel, so be sure to go check it out. If you want to check out somebody's channel, one of the easiest ways to do that is to click it's called a hamburger menu. You highlight over the comment with your mouse pointer. There's 3 dots. If you click that, you'll get options. One of those options is go to that user's channel. That'll have you watching countless hours of quality entertainment from Hartung Family Farms. But yeah, you are getting some pretty good drone footage. Nice move on the gimbal there. Little sudden at the stop. Takes practice. So he's asking, any tips or improvements that I can see right now? I really don't see any that stand out other than kind of what we've talked about previously with getting good drone footage. Try and cut out all the camera shake that you get from it, because usually that only happens every once in a while when you decide to slightly shift a movement. Shots like this are really good. I know those Mavics don't yaw very well, but yaw is the #1 point of practice, just trying to smooth those out. As far as your editing is going, it's pretty good. Feel free, you might have to pick some more dynamic music tracks to do this, but feel free to experiment with speed ramps more that go right to the music.
Alrighty guys, I'm
The
just
landing
reading
shot was
field.
pretty
I hope you
funny.
enjoyed that drone footage. It was kind of cool. I got to see multiple things running while I wasn't
Maybe a
necessarily
big-
needed. It's too windy to spray, so
biggest
I'm
area of
gonna
improvement
get them
actually
done.
is
Yeah, we're getting those tomorrow.
find creative ways to transition from your talking shots right now, like what we're seeing right now, to that drone footage.
Really nicely, so not gonna have to worry about
If it's more of a natural transition rather than, oh, we're gonna go ahead and do some drone footage. Oh, well, thanks for watching the drone, like your intro and outro to the drone footage. If you can find a way to kind of creatively transition into it naturally, I think that'll really improve how professional these videos feel.
Like, comment, and subscribe. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram at Heart Tongue Family Farms. And of course, guys,
Otherwise, great vlog.
as always, ta-ta for now.
Ta-ta for now. Now, there's probably some footage there at the very end as bonus for his end screen, but yeah, very well done. By the way, Nick Welker, he's having his videos edited by an editing company in Michigan, but he would be a pretty good example of how to do those transitions from talking head to drone footage. Editing, it has a lot more power than a lot of people think, that's for sure. And editing is another one of those things that takes tons and tons and tons of practice to get really good at. So anyway, thank you very much, Hartung, for submitting to AgriLive. Be awesome to see some more content from you, and thank you for your support towards the stream as well. Look forward to seeing some more of your content, and be sure to subscribe to him if you aren't already. All right, well, we got a video from the other side of the world. I actually pulled this one from a really, really old submissions list. There were some back in March that I never got to, so I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to start taking some of the really good ones that I found in there and start pulling them up to these future episodes, because these guys from the other side of the world, it's the middle of the night for them, and it's a little tough for them to make AgriLive actually live, but I've seen some great work come out from the other side of the world. Very professional stuff, and I think we need to, they submitted it, we need to feature some of this awesome work on the stream. So we're gonna go ahead and go right to that. This is J&PT Agri. I can't remember what country he's from, but he definitely is from somewhere on the other side of the world. He submitted before, long time ago in the series, and he's back with another video. So let's go ahead and flip to the camera 2 here, get to the video itself, and let's start playing it. Nice natural sound. So check out some of these really cool camera shots. Definitely good contrast there with the foreground background. Good visual storytelling going on here. Cleaning out the radiator. Awesome startup shots as well. Kind of some catchy music going on here as well. I think I noticed a speed ramp there, but once again, very, very cool shots. Some of those, the lens on the camera was very zoomed in, and it kind of helped with a cool depth effect there. Now we're up to some drone footage. Really awesome. Taking advantage of that rule of thirds that we talked about earlier. Trying to do an orbit shot at the level of the implement. So it's a low angle drone shot, which is really cool. Now it's a front facing shot that's backlit, meaning the sun was behind, so it kind of illuminates the tractor. It puts a glow on it. Nice use of slow-mo and speed ramping there. So this shot's starting out of focus, but now we're gonna rack it into focus to reveal that tractor. Another really cool trick that is used a lot. Very, very tight close-up shot, then a smooth zoom to reveal an action shot of that plow. And also notice we're going from drone shots back to different types of cameras, back and forth. It's not all one type of camera and one the other. That's another way to keep things really dynamic in your videos as well. That's the end for his, so really awesome. I don't think he's with us in the chat. Once again, other side of the world, probably sleeping, and that is definitely a higher priority than AgriLive because sleep is important. Anyway, I'm going to get back to cool comments here. Back to Ron from Hartung Farm. Says, great job, Riley. Thanks for everything. Love what you're doing. If I make it out to Montana this year for work, thinking late August, I'll have to look you up. That would be awesome. Yeah, be awesome to meet you for sure. And same here. If I end up in Iowa, I don't think I'm able to go. I don't know if I'm going to be able to go this year or not, but stay tuned on that. But if I do end up in Iowa and I'm in that eastern part, it would be awesome to come check out your operation for sure, as well as some of your other guys down in the Iowa area. I know there's several of you on YouTube and Instagram that are sharing what you do on your farms. So it's all awesome stuff. Anyway, to, what was his name? JNPT Agra. Thank you very much. Sorry it took me like 2 months to get to playing your submission, but glad we were able to feature it. Next week, I'll pick another one of these from the old archives and play it as well. And hopefully, we get some new ones as well, because that was a very cinematic and very well done video. Probably more professional than, yeah, definitely more professional than quite a bit of the stuff that I've done too. He's been doing it for a few years, I can tell, and it shows. He's got some really good experience with a camera and very decent experience with editing as well, so. Yep, and golden hour, that always helps as well. All right, we got to take a short break because I got to queue up 2 more videos to watch. This one should only take 1 to 2 minutes, but we'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. Grab some more popcorn. We'll be right back with the last 2 videos tonight. See you guys in a bit. Thanks for tuning in to AgriLive. We'll be right back as we're currently preparing content for the stream. We are always looking for support to help expedite processes like this as much as possible. Please consider supporting the stream by leaving a super chat with a dollar amount of your choice. It's a great way to culture from around the globe in the future. To ensure that you don't miss a future stream, consider subscribing by hitting the button below, as well as enabling notifications with the bell icon. Thank you. Glad to have you here. All right. I think we're good to go. Camera one ready? Take one. All right, guys. Something's really lagging with OBS there. Completely glitched out there. If you guys notice the audio completely drop, just little techie things that some of us notice. We only have one video because the last video has a copyright strike on it and YouTube won't allow me to play it. So we'll talk about copyright strikes a little bit more in a moment. But first, we're going to go ahead and watch a new submission from Taylor Farms, our friend Nathan up in Canada, Alberta, Canada, and see what he's been up to. This is actually an older video. This is back in 2018. It's harrowing and field prep. So let's go ahead and check it out. Full screen and spacebar. No music, just natural sound from the tractor cab. Sometimes that's pretty nice. Locking in that easy steer, shifting our range. I don't know if I saw what tractor we're in yet. Even got his foot letting up on the clutch there. Really nice looking tractor cab. Now I got an absence of audio here. I believe this could be, not drone footage. No, that might be drone footage. That last clip might have been very, very stabilized drone footage. I just didn't see any drift. This is definitely drone footage though. This is an older video he submitted. I think he sets these to music now, but oh, we've been watching this whole thing without the computer audio turned on? I'm sorry, guys. I'm going to turn it on, but you're not going to hear anything because he didn't mix audio in this part anyway. But if we get any more natural sound from his other camera, like right now you can hear it. Shout out to our moderator community for keeping me on track there. I like the almost FPV-like shot of cleaning out the harrow. Fueling up that nice case tractor. Back to some more harrowing. Nice sunset. I know it's tough with that dirty window and you're not exactly able to leave the tractor to capture that, but another pro tip, sunsets are awesome prime times for drone footage. And if you're flying something small like a Mavic and you have auto steer enabled, people such as Nick fly their drone while in the tractor, as long as they have enough attention processing capacity to divert to that drone mission. I don't know if I'd necessarily recommend running a tractor and flying your drone at the same time, but people are able to do it. I don't take any responsibilities for wrecks that happen, though. Definitely a lot to multitask there. You definitely have to have auto steer to do it. That's a nice picture. I think he posts a lot of these on his Instagram, so if you look up Taylor Farms on Instagram, you'll find all sorts of stuff. But anyway, Nathan, I don't think you're with us quite right now just because you are celebrating finally being done with seeding. So I think he's actually with family, he might have said earlier. But anyway, thanks for submitting. I think we've already talked about some area of improvements before, and I think he has acted upon those area of improvements with some of his newer work. So be sure to check out his YouTube channel as well. Once again, the 3 dots, or tap the username if you're on a mobile phone to get a quick link to go to that person's channel if they're active in the chat, which he was earlier. So maybe if you scroll up, you'll find him. Anyway, thank you very much. Thank you. All right. So I'm going to show you something real quick on the other monitor once I get it pulled up here. So Operator Eric, who I believe is with us in the chat tonight as well, submitted a video, but a little bit of an issue. It's unavailable due to containing content from SMG and WMG, one or more whom have blocked it in my country on copyright grounds. So I think this is what's happening here is, Operator Eric, are you in the US or not in the US? Is the first question I'm going to ask. Because he might be from a different country and it got blocked in the United States but not in other countries. Therefore, since I am in the United States, I cannot play the video here. So those are problems that you're going to run into if you use other people's music in your videos that's not from a royalty-free site. But depending on what you pick, usually you won't have issues with it. So he is in the US, he's in Indiana. Okay. So yeah, it just apparently got blocked across the board. Most people are able to do this and be just fine, but some artists and some licensing groups do not play nice with YouTube people using their content and videos. Usually what happens is you just get demonetized and you cannot feature that song on a video that you also can make money off of. So for example, this stream of AgriLive, because we played music from a couple other sources that were not licensed with Agri Studios on a royalty-free license, YouTube is going to pick up on that and they're going to say, hey, I can't let you make money off this video. So AgriLive, once it goes up, will not be monetized, therefore it won't have ads on it. But some people can go as strict as to just take down your video. That's awful. It usually doesn't happen anymore, but with some people apparently it does. So there is a way, I believe, for you to check with YouTube the song that you're using to see if you're able to use it in your video without getting it pulled down or not. I believe if you go into your creator studio and somewhere in there, I think in the create tab, there's a way for you to get to a service where you can plug in the song you want to use and YouTube will tell you what's going to happen if you use it. So for future, that might be pretty handy. All right. Whiteman saying that he has submitted a quick video for us to watch to conclude the stream for tonight. And let's go ahead and see what it is. I'm going to have to pull it up real quick. Being it's Whiteman, I assume that it doesn't have to go through pre-screening or anything like that. So I'm going to go ahead and just open it on the computer real quick. By the way, guys, if you're new here, be sure to subscribe, like the stream, and watch later future episodes of the stream. That'd be great. Pretty awesome thing. I'm really hoping that we can build the audience here even more. The only way to make this grow is with the help of you guys sharing the stream, sharing the archive, sharing the channel, and hopefully we can see AgriLive reach hundreds upon hundreds more people in the future. We have made a mark since I started about a little over half a year ago, but I definitely think there's some more growing room, and I really hope that some of that can happen to justify the time it does take to produce these streams. So his video is pulled up. I just got to get back to the live dashboard and full screen the video, flip the camera, and unmute the audio. All right. Here's a quick last 5 minutes of our stream. We'll be watching this video here from one of our regulars, Whiteman Photography. And let's see what some golden hour light looks like again. So this is definitely at the kind of start of golden hour. We're not super into golden hour at all. It also doesn't look like high noon footage though. I'm gonna take a guess and say that... Well, actually, it could just be a color profile he used. Because there's definitely some nice contrast in the image that I'm seeing that I don't normally see with midday drone footage. Definitely does kind of look like it's midday, though, looking at those clouds. Okay, it is late afternoon. Even late afternoon does make a difference. Once you get that lighting source to the one side, really makes a difference with your lighting, makes things look a lot more cinematic. Nice ambient background music as well. And some really nice black video from me, because we're having camera issues. All right, let me check the time on this video. I have time to run and get a different battery. Apparently the power source wasn't keeping up. I'll get back to you guys' questions in about a minute. All right, I think we're back. I think we can see me again. All right, Hartong is asking good places to find cinematic royalty-free music. It can be a little tough, I'll say that, first of all. I'm gonna give you two sources. Whiteman mentioned Epidemic Sound as well. That's always a good source. And they give you a free trial for a month. And then for YouTube, it is very cheap per month. For broadcast, it's not. Unfortunately, I have to get a more broadcasty type license to serve my clients outside of YouTube. But Epidemic has some really good stuff. Artlist is another good one. That one, if you're solely a YouTuber and nothing else, Artlist is more expensive than Epidemic because you got to start at $200 a year for Artlist. But that's what a lot of people are using. They have some excellent music there. And then if you want to go, rather than a subscription, if you want to go on a per track basis and you want to have that kind of epic sound that we used to hear in a lot of Nick Welker's older videos, check out Audio Jungle. There's endless amounts of stuff there, but most of it is MIDI based stuff rather than the more high quality instrument recorded stuff, but it's still good music. So 3 of them: Artlist, Epidemic, and Audio Jungle. Hope that answers your questions. And yes, having some good cinematic music from a good source really helps out with the videos for sure. All right. Thank you, Whiteman, for submitting. And here's some of that epic music for his outro there. Well done. Well done. Well done. Always good to see something from Whiteman Photography. He cranks out a decent amount of videos. He has for a while. I believe he will be continuing to do so this year, hopefully. So be sure to subscribe to his channel to check out some more of his content. Thank you very much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Man, what a great episode we had tonight, guys. That's about all the content we have. I'll check one more time to make sure there's not a last minute submission, but it does look like we are done with the list for tonight. But decent amount of content we had tonight, so awesome. I'll answer a few more questions here for the last couple minutes or so, and then we're going to call it good. But the good news is I'll be back next week. Just a Little Farm in Kansas is asking, is YouTube personal or business? Well, I'm going to kind of say both. YouTube is fairly personal for me right now because I don't generate income off of what I do. In fact, I basically spend money to create YouTube videos because the ad revenue for me right now is just not enough to justify some of the costs that go into making high quality videos. But YouTube is a great advertising platform for me for my business, which is freelance video aimed at the ag sector. That's what Agri Studios really is a video production company. We're available to help anyone, anywhere, and help people tell some great stories for their businesses. Anyway, a lot of people hire me because they see my stuff on YouTube, such as Along the Edge. So YouTube is serving as a very good advertising platform for me as well. And then it's also grown into an awesome community where I get to promote agriculture to a lot of people who are pretty unfamiliar with the inner workings there, want to learn more. That's part of what AgriLive is here for as well. So pretty awesome stuff. All right. Jack's asking, what about talking about the Discord? Not sure what exactly you mean there. Something to do with our Discord project that we're hopefully going to be setting up. But if you're interested in working on the project, I will have you click on the link below to learn more about it and to send a professional email over to apply for the position. I'm kind of treating it like a job interview just because I will have some higher expectations with the top level moderators, but even if it is just volunteer work, but it is an awesome way to serve for a great stream. So BR Farms, it's capital just for farms. You're asking, how much do I make off videos? Not much. Just like I was saying before, the ad revenue just really isn't much at all. Like, I almost may as well not have a lot of stuff monetized because it's barely drawn in any sort of money. So if I pull up my app here on my phone, it takes me to my YouTube Studio analytics. Estimated revenue for the last 28 days is about $20 for me. So you can also go to Social Blade. Social Blade is a service that you guys can get to look up any YouTube channel and get estimates on how much they make. Those numbers, I believe, agree pretty well with Social Blade for me. So basically, since there's no sponsors or anything, the actual money-making part of YouTube is not very... Let's just say it's not something I'm ever going to rely on. It's just kind of a tiny little extra thing that I have switched on. I've probably, throughout my entire history of YouTube, directly through ads, I think I have not, maybe barely even made $500 the whole time I've existed on this platform. So, yes, it is not really a good moneymaker if you're a small channel. You just have to do it for the passion. And then maybe someday you'll grow and you'll get to pick up a really cool sponsor. So, but yeah, it would be really awesome if YouTube revenue paid out enough to allow you to grow as a creator and put more money into what you do to make videos, as in to get more camera gear like Whiteman's saying. Anyway, it's all interesting stuff, but I think that's about all we have for tonight. So thank you guys very much for tuning in. I'm trying to think if there was anything last minute that I am missing, but I don't think that's the case. We're going to go right to the end screen with this, and it was awesome streaming as always and having you guys here as well. Glad that several of you could make it back. I know several of you will be in the next episode. The next episode hopefully will be next week. If it isn't, I will let you know in the YouTube community. Meanwhile, we're going to get a Discord set up, hopefully, for all of you guys to join, so that it's easier to push more updates on what's going on to you guys. And give you guys another platform to share content on as well. So, hey, you're welcome for the feedback, everybody. Definitely enjoy helping you guys create better videos. We're seeing evidence of it on AgriLive. Keep that in mind as well. So we have a 11-year-old farmer from Wisconsin who's putting out some pretty sweet videos now. So that's really awesome. It's really awesome to reflect back and see that what I'm doing is actually affecting people's content. That's awesome. So we're going to keep doing this. Next week, hopefully we get a special guest on as well. Learn some more about farming in other parts of the world and learning more about success on telling agriculture's story. That's what we're all about here on AgriLive. And until next time, well, I'll just go ahead and see you guys in the next episode. Thanks for watching.